Yo, wagwan. Tis your boy, Jeton, Legendary, and we are back with another summer-themed episode for Skyrim. Okay, we got Anaya, we got Arana, and we got Jenny. Okay, 3 characters. Look, I'm gonna need you to do a couple of things for your boy. Hit that subscribe button, that legendary hit that hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, share with your people. Join the legendary clan sport channel, become legendary. Consider becoming a member. Look, we got all kinds of little perks over there. Check out Instagram. That's where I upload most of these photos. Deviant for the stuff that's just a little too much for Instagram, but never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. Check out the gaming channel if you want. I play a lot of random games over there. At the moment, mostly Call of Duty, if I'm being honest. But check out the music channel. I always been making music. I've been making the music as long as I've been taking photos, baby. With that being said, let's go. Alrighty. Hopefully the mic doesn't sound too weird. I'm standing up for this one. You know what I mean? I be sitting there. Sometimes you be sitting down too long, your legs get tired. I always pull up to this spot right here. We're on, you know what I mean, character number 1. I ain't gonna lie, I messed up. So for this photo session, I'm taking the easy route, and the easy route is, for the characters I'm gonna be using, they all use Aaliyah's body. So that way, I ain't gotta switch nothing. I gotta record like 2 videos today instead of one the next day like I normally do. I gotta do 2, so taking the easy route, though it doesn't really change anything. It's just 3 characters that use the same body. Starting off with Jenny here. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what side I want to use though. I like this side, but then that means I have to make it early in the morning, which means the sun might be behind the mountain. Don't really want. Oh, that's not early. I did midday on accident. Hold on. That would look like early. Okay. About 6. Put the scale up to like 100 so it'll move faster. As you can see, it's moving fast as fuck. That way, makes things a whole lot faster. And what also makes it faster is if I just simply use photo mode. Make it nice and clear. Go into photo mode. Mainly starting off with her first because the other 2's outfits, you know what I mean, you gotta be careful with the way you're doing things here on YouTube. The other 2's outfits is not quite as simple. Hers. Simple shorts and a top. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually. Oh, but then we don't get to see all the nice grass, all the fluffy, nice grass. Oh, you can see it quite well from here. I don't want to use the boat because I've used that on 2 different characters already. I should probably pick a different island. I've done quite a few pictures on this island. It's just a great little spot. I mean, look at it. Right in the middle of the lake. I mean, or is this a river? That side is a river. This side is more into the lake. You know what I mean? It's a nice spot, but I've used it times. I should probably find a different spot. I don't even know where to go. How much I've used the spot. Just off the fact that it's so nice. So nice, so pretty. Like one of these rocks. These are nice. Okay, never mind. I kind of forgot about the 2 wolves I had to punch in the face. These little treasure hunters don't want no problems, boy. Oh. The fuck was that? I was about to use this spot and I was pulling up to see what they was doing. I didn't know there was That's it. This is what they just fought me for. The fucking orc ingot and a dang 19 gold. Dude, Exhibit said it best. People will kill anything for $1, you know what I mean? Alrighty. I like this spot though. Nice spot. Go like right here. Man, hold up. So you just gonna watch this much of the video and you not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now, hit that subscribe button. This water's pretty shallow. Or is that one rock shallow? That one rock is. Oh no, full spot. Well, can we get the barnacles out of here? Okay. Go ahead, put her like right here then or something. I don't want no barnacles in the image. What time is this set to? I'm trying to figure out though. I don't know if I should be doing Skyrim right now or Inzoi right now. Inzoi photo session. It's been a long time since we've done an Inzoi photo session, and people keep making fire clothes and stuff. Problem is, if I'm going to be doing one of them, I should probably pick and choose. Here we are on Skyrim, ain't it? Oh, guess Skyrim it is. Light down a little too bright. It's early in the morning. It's early in the morning. The sun is shining, beaming. Is that the field working? Oh, okay, it is. Didn't look like it at first. Let me see something. I usually do 20 for Cyberpunk, but I never do 20 on any other game. It's pretty clean here too. I mean, it really lets you see the character. That's why I typically do 20 on Cyberpunk, because it's all about, sometimes you're just only caring about the character. The problem is with doing that on Skyrim is you're missing out on a lot of great scenery. As where Cyberpunk, I build my own backgrounds. So if I want the background there, then it'll be there. If I don't, then it won't. As where this, you know, you see, miss out on a lot of great looking scenery. I think with Skyrim, just based off the simple fact of the area around the character, it's too great to miss up on. Go ahead, put that way up. I'm gonna have to stay up dumb late again, because it just so happens that July 1st is on a Tuesday, which is an upload day. Okay, which means we have to have brand spanking new stuff for July. So your boy's gonna be up late again. Okay. You know, you gotta get the stuff out properly. Let's go scroll way down. Some poses I have not used in a minute. I'm gonna say within the 16 to 1700 region. I've been avoiding a lot of these because I used them too much in the past, but it's been a long time since I've used them. Pretty much good now. I was also working on some other things for the channel, okay? Memberships and stuff like that. Now, of course, obviously, content will be the content that I create no matter what. There will be no true content behind a paywall. However, a feature that's pretty cool is it allows you to see it early. So where you guys would normally see stuff on Tuesday, Fridays, Sundays, as I normally upload, with that, you would be able to see it beforehand. Now that doesn't change anything, of course, because you'll still, like I said, you'll still be seeing it on the days that I normally upload. But I could actually make it early for certain folks, and it's kind of tight. Of course, it's completely by choice, though. You'll still see videos on the normal times that they come out and are released. That won't change nothing. Another little knick-knack paddywhacks. I'm getting it all down pat, you know what I mean? More styles and stuff. Designs and whatnot. Custom emojis, custom ranking joints. Kinda tight, it's kinda tight. I went with the regular price. There's options. You could do like $9, $10, $19. I'm like, that's kind of expensive. I'm gonna do the regular. Did the $4.99, which is what I had over on my Warcraft channel. We go as low as like 99 cents, but I'm only doing one tier, so I figured it would make more sense not to go like super low, but also of course not go super high. Especially since I'm still learning it too, so I won't be able to release whatever you release on there as quick as possible. Still getting the hang of it and all that good stuff. It's kind of tight. Like, I did it over on my Warcraft channel, but here I think I'll be able to make much more use of it because I'm not just doing Warcraft or doing, you know, something in my personal opinion far more meaningful. Photography has been a thing since the dawn of time. Most of us, I'm about to say most of us, pretty much everyone watching this video did not exist when photography became a thing, you know? Unless you're like sitting here watching this at 200 something years old. Photography was a thing long before any of us existed. Versus, you know, for the Warcraft video. Knows how long. Although I kind of forgot that I got some weird custom maps over there. So one of these days, if I ever remember, I'll probably record a couple of Warcraft videos that is solely to show off those weird maps I got. They're crazy. Well, not weird in a bad way, but weird like something you never thought you would see in Warcraft. You know what I'm saying? I got like 3 maps like that, if I'm remembering correctly. Those would be more out of the interest of just the fact that they're strange maps versus attempting to get some PvP done. That can't happen because my account is not paid for. Account been down for quite some time now. Although they did bring the, what's it called, the turbulent time ways. We could do just endless time walking dungeons. I might genuinely goof around with that, depending on if they actually nerfed it or not. If they didn't actually nerf it, I might goof around with it. If they did, well, kiss the high-powered characters goodbye as well. For all my non-Warcraft players. Okay, the word twink has a different meaning over there. To everyone else, it's, you know, it's what it is. To the Warcraft community, it's a person who takes a low-level character and freaking maxes them out. So instead of like getting all the way to the max level and then maxing out your character, you'd be like freaking, let's say the current max level is 80. Instead of getting to 8, oh actually it is 80. So instead of getting to 80, or if you're playing Cataclysm Classic or Classic Anniversary, it's 85 for Cataclysm and 60 for Classic Anniversary. That's the vanilla Warcraft. Or, you know, when Mr. Pandaria comes out, Mr. Pandaria Classic, which is weird, but, you know, it is what it is, that's level 90. So instead of getting all the way to 80, 90, or 60, you stop at like level 19 if you're playing old school, like vanilla Classic. Level 19 if you're playing MOP Classic, was still a very well-known level. And in the current day, that's level 11 for retail. You take those characters and you fucking max them out as crazily as you can at just level 11, just 19, 39, 49, you know, whatever low level you choose. Okay, typically back in the day, it was level 19, 29, 39, 49, 59. Then when Burning Crusade came out, you added 69 because there was a lot of gear you could get at level 69 that was pretty fucking ridiculous. Then when Wrath Lich King came out, level 79, because there was a lot of gear at that level that was ridiculously powerful. So on and so forth. And then when Cataclysm came around, you had level 19, then you had 20, 24, 29. Pretty much nobody did 34, so we could cut that out. 39, 49, 54, 59, 69, 79, and then 84. Okay, oh, 80 and then 84, 70 as well. So now in the modern day, you still have people who twink at those intermediate levels, but most people do level 11 because it is by far the most powerful. Everything at shore level barely has any health, so if you got stupendous gear at level 11, can't nothing really mess with you, because, you know, if you're fighting an NPC, right? Let's say it's like a regular low-level NPC. That regular low-level NPC is only going to have like 120 health. You're going to be able to pretty much hit that with one hit easily. An elite NPC will typically have 500 to 800 health. That's easy kills, and a boss will typically have 3 to 6,000. That's easy kills. If it's a specialty boss, he might have a little bit more, but not enough to sustain your damage that you can put out. With Blizzard, what I was gonna do with the Warcraft channel is I was gonna kind of just stop doing the PvP and just stick with the whole twinking thing, because it was more chill, no queue times, No waiting for freaking gears and seasons and all this extraterrestrial dumb crap. You just get on the game, create a character, level them, boom. It's like playing an offline game pretty much. Only queue time you're waiting at that level is freaking practically nothing, right? And well, Blizzard had the bright idea of not liking that because nobody was buying their tokens because people like me were out and about just giving people free levels. So they're like, you know what, we're gonna nerf the freaking NPCs and make them have way more health to make things even slower. In other words, what they're actually saying is, you guys are allowing people to level too fast and too easily and no one's buying our tokens as much. So we're gonna make dungeons significantly harder so people get annoyed sooner and buy tokens more often. Again, my problem with stuff like that is, like we're on Skyrim right now. Right now, we're doing pictures. But let's say I wanted to play Skyrim to actually play and have fun. Who the fuck is gonna tell me right now that I can't cheat my character to whatever level I want, whatever stats I want, whatever gear I want? Who's gonna tell me I can't? On this game, no one. I can play it however I want because it's a game. And that's the whole point of games. Play and have fun with the said game. Problem with a lot of these online games is they don't want you to do that. They want you to fucking play it like it's your actual real life and your real job. And you know, if you're not farming 60 hours a day, then you're not gonna ever be good at the game. Well, shoot, if that's the case, I don't want to be good at the game. I was gonna goof around with, like I said, the level 11 characters because I got a bunch of them, and I was gonna play around with those. So I'm gonna check it out later. And if they did nerf it, well, that's it for me then. You know what I mean? I might hop on from time to time I still hop on my own custom servers because they're mine. Once again, you know, my server, my world. Feel what I'm saying? So I can kind of do whatever the fuck I want over there. My problem with these online games is they just want you to grind your life away. Problem is, I would much rather grind my photos. When I get my SD card for my camera, I'm trying to do some real life photos too. Well, not now, it's hot as fuck outside. But what I'll use it is I'll do like little knickknacks and like make little sceneries. Probably grab like fruits and or like take pictures of like foods and stuff. You know, cool little knickknacks like that. Shoes. I got a bunch of little model cars because y'all know me. I'm always talking about cars in these videos. So I really love my cars. You know, I got a whole bunch of those, and I'll take pictures of stuff like that in the meantime, because right now it's 108 outside. I don't know about y'all, okay, but I ain't trying to be out and about in the open sun under 108. Open sun, I don't mind it, but when you attach it to 108 degrees, 110, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, potentially 18. No higher than that because, you know, that's Arizona stuff. But, you know, 118 degrees? Man, shoot, dude. Nobody should be doing that. You got dark skin or pale skin is just not a good idea. Because, hey, the darker skin tone ain't going to save you from heat exhaustion. Feel what I'm saying? Heat exhaustion is the body. Gotta have like 10 tons of water on you. Plus the simple fact that that is just miserable. Not like the landscape is going to change in the winter. I mean, I'm on the West Coast. We don't see snow over here, so there won't be much change in the landscape at all. As a matter of fact, unless you're way up closer to the mountains where you can actually see snow. Where I'm at, snow pretty much doesn't exist. Had it once some years ago, and that was the last time I've seen snow. I think that was 4 years ago now. So last Christmas we had no snow. The Christmas before, no snow. The Christmas before, no snow. No show, baby. I think that was Christmas 2021, the last time I seen snow. So a significant amount of snow too. Actually, I'm pretty sure I still got those clips. I recorded it. I didn't do anything with it because it looked bad. It was on my old phone. That phone sucked. The phone I have now is far better. The phone I had then, I still have it for some reason. It don't work. I don't know why I kept it though. I need to throw that away next garbage day. absolutely no reason to have it. It's just sitting there collecting dust because it does not work. It does not work at all. The phone was old as fuck. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. No modern phones. A lot of modern stuff is built to fail so you could get the new joint. Surprisingly, that phone lasted a long time. Let's move down to other seat poses. Got 2 more photos. That phone did last a long time though. I was pretty surprised. Cheap bird actually lasted this dang long? Holy crap. Lasted me quite a while. 6 or 7 years, I think. Which is, you know, I'm sure there are phones that'll last a whole lot longer, but considering that thing, what it was, I was very surprised to see that it lasted that long. I didn't expect that much time out of that thing. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on there later when I'm done recording, and we'll see if they did nerf it and it's that much of a significant change to where it's just pointless and makes the dungeons take a million times longer. Because number one, that doesn't even just hurt the low-level folks who are running these high-end characters. That hurts people too. Because now they gotta be in the dungeons long. What if you don't get with the level 11? And now you have to run the dungeons with a bunch of normal folks. Y'all gonna be in that bullcrap forever, which in return makes slower leveling. But at the same time, like I said, that does not surprise me. We are talking about Blizzard and modern gaming, where they, like I said, want you to spend the next 60 years of your life grinding out video games. Give a crap if you got a real job or not, real life to take care of and all that. They don't crap. As far as they're concerned, the game is your life. Look, there we go. Problem is, for a lot of us, that's just not true. A lot of the times when I get on games is to do photos. This is how you can rack up. Her hands is clipping, but shoot, I just realized that. Downsides when you make your character a little bit more than what people create their models for. Most people's characters, little weird stick-built characters. Not like a, not any of my characters. The ones who are thin still got a bit of you know, curvatures to them. But when I get on games, it's to do photos. This is how, after all these years, not including real life photos, you can rack up nearly 80, or no, including real life photos, you can rack up nearly 80,000 photos taken. I kind of realize that about myself, is when I get on games a lot of the time, it's not to play, it's to capture scenery, characters, all this great looking stuff. Though my favorite is usually my characters, just because of the amount of time I put into them. They're basically working little art pieces. So character, I definitely do a lot of character photos. But I'm not, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to be sitting here grinding 60 hours a day on some dang video game, dude. There's only 24 hours in a day, but they want you to grind 50. And tell you that 48 hours is just that one day. It's like, huh? That's 2 days. Nope. Not when you're playing this game. You better figure out how to make 48 hours one day. There's only 24 hours in a day. Not when you're playing this game. Expect to get anything done, you better be able to push 2 days into one. That's how they expect you to play these dang games. That is a full 10 right there. Let's check the quality on these. I had to reduce the brightness. Brightness was absurd. Okay, now we're gonna go to the big lady, Arana. Or should I go with the Haitian lady? One of the two. Either way. Going on 2 other great characters. And I gotta find some more scenery. They're higher level characters, so it should be a whole lot easier to find some spots. We found the spot of choice here. Okay, we on the big lady, Arana. Okay, my largest character, who is tall as fuck. I need to get on Roderick one of these days. I ain't getting no pictures on him. Oh, in a hot minute. Somebody got a mod, a suit mod. That suit clean as fuck, boy. I need to use that joint. That suit stupid. Alrighty, let's go clear weather here. Time, can we go midday? You know I love my twilight hour. Let's figure out where that is though. Oh, that's too hot. This could still work. Giants over here. As long as they don't try to pass by and hit her. Good. I gotta murder a couple of giants. Use a giant to murder a giant. Now, this character right here, she used to be my my puncher. I used to punch stuff on her. And that was when I learned that sun elves aren't very strong, not very physically strong. However, because of Bethesda physics, the bigger your character, the harder they hit. So I'm like, okay. So in terms of physicalities, he's not strong, right? So we can't go punching stuff. However, tune your character's weapon nice. Well, I mean, you could fucking smack on whatever, pretty much. That is exactly what. Not a gaming video, man. But if I gotta murder you during this video, I will. 200 gold. I'll give you 11,000 in the form of death. Shut the fuck. Shut your mouth. Oh boy, you hit it kind of hard, man. It could also be because my character is wearing nothing right now. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me deal with these fools real quick, man. With that out of the way, I really came up here so I could use this river right here in the Twilight Hour look. But, I don't know what the fuck this is. I seem to have a new problem that has decided to pop up that I've never seen before. That is, whatever this is. It's always something, ain't it? Always something. I don't even know where I could do this at because I wanted to use river specifically, although, you know, with how old world cities worked, probably not the best idea, considering this is probably where, you know, sewage and stuff would go. Unless this is a separate river. I can't tell right now. A lot of enemies around here. I want that. Okay, you know what? No, I think we found a good spot. Up on my way. Up on my way. You two, little dude. Oh, what? Really? Okay. So here's the problem. As we get closer, little flower things start to pop up. They're not flowers, these dang untextured creps. Hoping maybe you won't. What the fuck? Look at this little dude, man. Can I even hit him? Okay, well, that'll work. That'll do it. In here wondering, can we even reach him? He does the immediate downward swing. Alrighty. You tell the character's ridiculous height. I made this character tall as fuck. The heck? Another dang fish in my way, and now there's that dude. Who the fuck is that? Yo, I'm trying to get some stuff done around here, man. Every dang spot I go, there's enemies. Where is it? Where you at, you little crip? I can't see this little foot. Oh, here we go. You don't use magic, but we gonna use magic right now. Get out my dang way. Park. Where I go, there's like 50 million enemies around my way and stuff. Okay, who is this? What the fuck do you want? What are you doing? See, that's where you messed up, sir. That, my good sir, is where you messed up. Oh, goodness. The fuck you think you talking to, son? You know what I mean? Who these people be, you know what I mean? These people just be pulling up with like... Wait, that means them other fools gonna pull up too. Can I just get these pictures done? I done got pulled up on like 60 times trying to get here, man. Dude. Means some dang... So he was struggling trying to get to her. That means we're gonna see about a few other people pop up soon. So I guess we may as well hurry up. River is, to no surprise, pretty loud. Would have known that rushing waters would be loud. I knew, I just didn't pay attention, you know? I forgot to slow down the time. Time moving fast. Go ahead and make that nice and colorful. Oops. What? Oh my goodness. I'm about to kill you. Move. Yo, son, you need to move. You ain't moving enough. You ain't moving fast enough, man. You just fucking take bites out of this man's face? What was that? You a vampire now? The fuck out of here. Let me do my crap, man. If something else pull up, I'm done. Right? Man, I done got pulled up on 60 times trying to get here, man. I should have just teleported, but you know, obviously there's nowhere to teleport here. Now we got more and more of those dang discombobulated flowers popping up in here. Alright, I think we finally good. Hopefully. Dragon attack and crap. Full on dragon attack. I'm about to say she ain't got the gear for that right now. She do, but we don't need that right now. Okay? Don't need that right now. Why the colors all placed? Numbers, I mean. That light down a little bit just as well. And let's bring a bit more sharpness to really make the skin tone pop, and then boom, we're in the clear. What was I talking about before I got pulled up on 60 different times? Because I sure enough don't remember. The amount of times that I got pulled up on during trying to get here, I don't even remember what I was talking about. I would have to check the video. All I know is, oh, the time walking nerfs on Warcraft. I'm hoping y'all can't hear that. Out of nowhere, started burping. Couldn't be able to. I think I was able to keep it quite quiet. But the time walking nerfs on Warcraft. Now, some of y'all probably got no clue what the fuck time walking is and all that. So let me explain it, right? So way back in the day, into the modern day, you got various dungeons. Back in, you know, old school Warcraft, you had your old vanilla dungeons. Then Burning Crusade had its set of dungeons. Wrath Lich King had its set of dungeons, so on and so forth. Okay, every expansion will introduce some dungeons. Where's the sun? I can't actually see the sun. One, can't see the sun. Number two, the time is moving way too dang fast. It's cleared up, number one. Number two, that crap, way down. That time is moving super fast. Ah, there we go. Much better. Way better looking. You had, you know, each expansion brought their respective dungeons. So, what time walking is it brings all of those old school dungeons back, and it makes them useful again. You can do them in the modern day and still get up-to-date gear from it. Of course, the gear is a little different from what it was back then, but it looks the same name, so on and so forth. It's like nostalgic piece. You could go to an old dungeon that you did back in the day if you were a long time player, still get gear from it. It's kind of cool. So that's what time walking is. Time walking typically is pretty easy to do. There was a point of time though where they nerfed time walking because it wasn't very easy to do, and it wasn't that great of a leveling alternative if your group just kind of stunk all the dang time and were dying all the dang time. Became, you know, annoying as fuck. So Blizzard, they nerfed it because people were complaining that, you know, groups are dying too often. I mean, to be fair, some of those bosses were a little ridiculous. Keep it 100 with you, some of those bosses were a bit ridiculous, and dying was dang near mandatory. That's how ridiculous some of those bosses were. Might pull up to the dungeon thinking, oh man, people dying, what the heck, they suck. You end up dead and it's like, oh okay. Boss is doing way too much dungeon damage, hitting way too hard, and you'll be fighting certain bosses for like 16 years straight. Like, if this is supposed to be a leveling experience, this ain't the experience I want to level in. You feel what I'm saying? They nerfed it. Right now, well, I don't know about now because the new patch did just drop today. I did see that, and but before that patch, time walking was very easy. It was a great alternative to leveling. Didn't want to do 60 million quests? Then don't do time walking. Don't want to fucking, you know, I don't know who would in right mind would be trying to PvP level through PvP. As a long time PvPer, I'm gonna tell you right now. Much as I loved PvP throughout all of Warcraft, the worst thing you could possibly do is take a character and level them solely through PvP. Not only is it horrendously slow, you get stuck with awful groups, getting smacked on, spawn killed, especially if you're not playing a character who has stealth like a rogue or a druid. You know, you're just asking for some very unnecessary punishment and a slight reduction to your hairline. Stress-induced hairline reduction. Increased blood pressure. Never a good thing. But you know, it was an incredible alternative to leveling. Well, now they want to go ahead and buff it back up because people are leveling too fast and they're missing the experience. That's one thing I wish a lot of companies would stop doing, is lying, making people, you know, thinking people are idiots. You don't give a crap about the player experience. You're upset that people found an easy way to level. And they, you know, trying to get them tokens. Trying to get them token sales, but you can't. People leveling too dang easy. That's, there was mad people cheating like crazy. And then all of a sudden you had a massive wave of people talking about don't do trial twinks, don't do low level 11 twinks, don't do this because you'll get banned. I'm like, get banned? You're not. You get banned if you're cheating. Now that makes sense. But nerfing everything, it was so bad actually they nerfed the gear you got as level 11. But people complained so much that they brought it back because that was about just as unnecessary as making time walking harder. Well, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Will I see? Probably not. I got things. I got bigger, better things. Doing these photo session videos can take upwards to 7 hours, and I still have zero issues doing them. I've done far more photos than I've played time in Warcraft. That's just the genuine truth. You don't get to 80,000 photos doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I have yet to be bored of this. It's just not possible, I don't think. Because you got genuine loves and you got loves because you were a kid and you kept trying to hang on to it as an adult. And as an adult, you finally realize, okay, it's time to give it up. You know what I'm saying? And that, unfortunately, was Warcraft. If Warcraft was still what it was back then, would I still be playing it? Most likely. Because back then it was a much more personable game. Was there a heavy grind? Of course. A lot of RPG games have heavy grinds. Skyrim is a heavy grind if you decide to play it genuinely. You know what I'm saying? But difference is you're not forced to. I don't have to heavy grind nothing if I don't want to. And even let's say you don't. Skyrim got ways to make things a whole lot easier. They got them dang vendors that teach you all your character stuff. You could get light armor, heavy armor, all that. All them skills and stuff at ease. You know what I'm saying? I've been in here for a minute. Since the game started. You know what I mean? So it's like, a lot of times, like I said, I don't even, I be on here for photos. I realize that a lot of times I don't play a game to play the game. I play the game to capture the great artwork of the game through my photos, much like real life, you know, capturing the art of life with photos. That's why photography became a thing. That's why it's still a thing. It will probably forever be a dang thing. I don't see very many things replacing it. Finding out, oh, AI this and AI that. AI got a long way to go. AI has a long way to go. Right now, you see people rendering a lot of goofy stuff because it works for the goofy stuff. Like I keep seeing these goofy fucking Bigfoot vlog joints keep popping up. The dang clouds came back, man. Oops. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, what time was I at originally? Like legitimate stuff? You'll always need it. There's certain things that's just always gonna work. Feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? And even then, shoot, utilize a little bit of it yourself. Sometimes I use my little AI gen joints. I mean, y'all see them sometimes in the beginning of my videos. You know, when I do photos of the week, there'll be AI in it because I'll say AI, Black Desert, such and so and forth. You know, I haven't done it in a while though. It's been a little minute. I need to though. Polish up on the setup. Been a little minute. It has been some time. Here's the rest of the CD poses. Can't lay down. The water's too deep. Be underneath the water. Be underneath the water, bro. But you know, some of these games, they just want you to do a bunch of grinding. Not enough actual playing. But yeah, this water. Been some poles had the water not been so. You feel what I'm saying? I was telling a lot of folks over on the Warcraft channel that trust and believe, Warcraft is not the only game I've been getting off of. Pretty much every online game I played, I stopped. And if it is online, and I do still play it, you better believe I'm either playing the most PvE variation of it possible, like some Call of Duty Zombies, or I'm cheating. Like I said, if I ever do decide to get back on First Descendant, just because it has a lot of pretty maps and stuff that I would like to do pictures of, since you know, getting characters is not an option. Like I said, I'm not about to be sitting here grinding 8 hours a day, some dang skins, stuff like that. Fortnite, you know, kind of ruined that. Fortnite, you don't have to do very much real grinding at all. I can sit in a dang creative mode, building maps and stuff, and get XP. I don't have to play publics if I don't want to. Yeah, sure, you might not get like some of the quest stuff, but I'm perfectly fit. I've never been a big fan of battle royale games, so yeah, you can't really catch me playing very many battle royale games. Only reason I'm even messing around with Warzone because of the giant team deathmatch mode they got. And even that I was messing up. I started taking it too serious because then I was trying to level up guns. It's like, why the fuck am I leveling up guns? That's what zombies is for. Okay. The whole point of messing around with Clash is to just run around, goof around, collect mad amounts of loot, top of the leaderboard activity. You feel what I'm saying? And dang near have one kill the entire game. Sometimes there's games where people just getting a little too active and you just kind of got to shoot back. If you stick with one gun the whole dang time, the best gun, which in my personal opinion has been the Kilo 141. Thing has no recoil, absurdly high bullet velocity, pretty freaking healthy range. I've outshot snipers at ridiculous distances just because they gotta stop and reshoot this slow gun, or I just get to keep spitting bullets from a 60 round box mag, you know what I'm saying? Pretty realistic though. Somebody is shooting 5.56s at you. Okay, 5.56s, 5.56, I don't know why I keep saying that. 5.56 has the bullet velocity of about 3,000. Now attach that to a real long barrel, a longer suppressor, stability control from a well-built freaking vertical grip, and yeah, I mean 60 round box mag. You get to laser people. Maybe not so much in the real world. Well, it depends. 5.56 moves at 3,000 bullet, can go up to 3,000 velocities. I'm sure you can turn a 5.56 into a miniature sniper rifle. Would it be adequate? Probably not. You'd have to shoot too much in your location to definitely be found. That's the beauty of video games. You know, you gotta do whatever the frick you want. Although realistically, if you're spraying 5.56 from a ridiculous distance at somebody and they have absolutely no clue where you are, only so much retaliation you can put down when you're being sprayed at from a severe distance and you have no clue how you're getting tagged up with little bullets. Like, okay, this person knows where I am, I don't know where they are, I need to get out of here, okay? That, my good peoples, is a full 10 on to the last character. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of scenery, because this right here, matter of fact, that is so pretty. I just wish the grass wasn't having the issue that it's having. I've never seen this before. I don't know why that's happening. Dang, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna switch to the next character. Alrighty, spot of choice for our Asian lady here. Boom. Look at the flower petals. Alright. You don't see none of the weird error joints, which I don't know what the fuck. Still don't know. I'll figure it out later. I mean, it's always so dang nice here. I typically only use this spot for when I'm doing like autumn photos because as you can see, like all the orange trees and stuff. But I mean, shoot, we here now, ain't we? Just need that wolf to stay where the fuck he is. Don't come over this way. It's all good. He had a dual howl. How does one wolf howl twice? Alrighty, let's see, what are we going here for colors and stuff? Probably make it real nice and vibrant. Usually can't go too high with this character though because of her, see her dark skin tone turns very orange. Plus the simple fact that this is painful on the eyes. At least to me. Real rough on the eyeballs. Like the other two, I'm trying to do a lot of seated poses for this one. Halo's Poser. I still forgot to get that dang mod that somebody has where it labels all the poses so you don't have to be freaking doing what I do, scrolling through each and every single one of them, trying to figure out which ones work and which ones don't. We're going down the line here to the Vader seated poses. She's at the edge of this little hill here, this little cliff. Although these in real life are pretty dangerous. You'd think you'd be sitting there thinking it's like hard enough and heavy enough. Nope. Sinks. Fall. Bust your face and crap. Not speaking from experience, I ain't never had that happen because I was always very weary of those since I was a kid. Some of these joints may not look as, may not be as sturdy as it might be fooled into believing. Okay. Some of them joints ain't that sturdy. Plus, I used to play around with them all the time, knocking them down on purpose into the water. Just water splash. This is pretty thick, though. So probably would. This typically like loose stuff, like ice or stuff that can break down, like them ice shelves, snow shelves, not ice. Snow shelves. You up skiing? If you ever go to the top of mountains and skiing and stuff like that, some of them snow joints, you might think it's the edge or something, but it's really just a bunch of packed snow. Problem with packed snow is, well, snow. So even if it is packed, the very moment something just slightly too heavy goes up on top of it, that joint falls. Go straight with it. Oh, bad move here. I'm that close, trying to look through poses. Good thing that was another regular seated pose. That could have been bad right there. That would have been one of those absolutely has to be edited out moments. That happens quite a bit, but y'all ain't never seen them. Because they're edited out all the time. Well, not all the time, but when it happens. It rarely happens because I'm very careful with it now, but when it does, okay, that has to be edited out immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's pretty rare. Pretty rare that happens. I'm always very careful about what I'm doing. Just off the simple fact that what I am doing is already a risky job in itself. Then to make a mistake like that, shoot. If we were doing like more sceneries and stuff like that, then you know, that dang near would never happen. Sceneries is cool, but I'd rather do scenery stuff than real life stuff. So where in-game stuff works a lot better with the characters versus real life. Real life, you know, you gotta pick dates and times and schedules and hope that the person you're working with isn't, you know, kind of a piece of trash, you know? Some people just be a little too into themselves, you know? Like, look, we both got a job here. Difference is, you like wasting time, and I don't. Know what I'm saying? Some people love wasting time and not even realize that they love wasting time. Some people be thinking they're, you know, the center of attention. Like, okay, I feel you. I feel you. You should always be very confident in yourself and in what you do. Once it comes down to, you know, wasting time and stuff like that, that's where it's like, you know, you're gonna have to be confident and you know, pretentious on your own time, not mine. I got things to do, businesses to make happen. You feel what I'm saying? Why I do a lot of character stuff. Like even when I was doing a lot of real life stuff before I lost my old camera, because it finally died after 10 solid years of usage. I only ever did cars and scenery, dude. A lot of people just don't know how to not cause issues. Just a lot of people in this life that don't know how to avoid an issue. You'll see the issue coming on head on like a dang bus. Walk straight into it. Like, I don't know how it happened. I just didn't see it. Like, sir, you ran into an entire bus. You didn't see the bus? I just didn't see it. It's like, come on, man. You ran into a bus. How you ain't see that bus? Huh? One of the largest vehicles on the road. Alright. The average bus, shoot. Even a school bus is heavy as fuck. You ain't see that big thing? Huh? Somehow miss a giant yellow box rolling on wheels. Try to give some sorry excuse on how it happened. Some people just love issues. Problem is, I ain't got time for issues. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's attached to something I'm doing and I need it fixed, then that's where I'm more than ready to deal with the issue, because it's my own. But like other people's issues, I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. That's one of the biggest things in life, is people expect you to deal with their issues as much as you'll deal with your own issues. It's like, but look, you look armless. You look completely armless. Like, look, I feel you on that, but nah. You know what I'm saying? So with characters, you know, you ain't gotta deal with none of that. Number one, they're my own creations. Two, it is much easier to deal with. If I'm having any issue, any character that I create, it's one that I can most likely easily fix. You know what I'm saying? Now, would I do like people stuff? Yeah, of course. If it's a great person, easy to deal with type of person, oh, absolutely. That's not everybody, you know. That's not everybody. But there's a healthy portion of people that love problems. That crap don't make me instant. Like, life is hard enough. Why not make it as simplistic, as easy as you possibly can? People like that dang meme, the African dude. He's like, I want problems always. A lot of people be out here thinking like that, not even realizing it. I feel you on that, but at the same time, I don't feel you. Feel what I'm saying? I don't feel you. Her arms. It's a clean pose. Gotta show off the pearly whites, you know. How's that right? Dang, this dang dog about to get shocked. Hearing him howling over and over. Is he still there? Oh yeah, he's still there. About to get well, way over there. Hopping all the way over. Won't stop though. I don't think y'all can hear him quite as well because the audio's kind of low. The game audio's kind of low. I was, or the OBS audio is low because I was recording something, but I was also watching something at the same time. I ain't gonna lie, my gaming videos are not professionally recorded like they used to. Still pretty entertaining though. You just want to watch a dude goofing around on some games. Definitely still a whole lot of that. Why she falling off the dang cliff? What do you even call this? Goofing, no, just be goofing. Nah, it's not a good idea anymore. I thought it was gonna be, but number one, her hand flipping food is a little bit less back there than I realized at first. This ain't the first time I've ever made a character wear this little fit, but I just kind of forgot, yeah. I just kind of forgot the full scale of it. I was supposed to use this shiny skin mod for like a few things. I ain't gonna lie. My character's been rocking this for a hot minute now. It just makes them look healthy and great. There's a rarity here in Skyrim for obvious reasons. Skyrim, I'm saying. A lot of folks here probably ain't all that healthy. This is the old world. Health is you know, it's a rare thing, I'm sure, these times. Not something you ask for, being healthy this era. Diseases, colds could kill you and crap. The angle is cool, but the pose is too long. I can't fit with these dang plants behind her, or in front of her now. And asking for health is in this era. This is like the Dark Ages. This is like 1500s. You get a cold and you pretty much dead. Nowadays, you get a cold, it's like whatever. At least for me, I have a pretty dang strong immune system, so I get a cold, it's pretty weak. Just constant nose blowing, so your nose gets pretty rough. Other than that, pretty weak. In these years, in these times, man, people was getting colds, was taking people out. You got a cold, your whole family look at you like, ooh, like you're gonna be sleeping with the with the pigs. You ain't staying here. Go out. Freaking family members dead. The cold, they done succumbed to the cold, and probably the filth of the pigs. Man, colds was smacking people around back in these days. Maybe not in the world of Skyrim because they could like heal and stuff, but real life, man, shoot. In Skyrim, all you gotta do is go to an altar and own all those diseases and stuff taken off you. Only if it was that simple in real life, you know. Good world of Tamriel. Got a disease? Go to an altar. Get it off you. You know what I'm saying? Sick with rock joint? Go to an altar. You'll be good. Actually, let me switch her around. Got her facing kind of the wrong direction. I mean, in the world of Skyrim's, taking care of disease is a whole lot more simple. Plane's a better over here. I feel like I'm hearing fucking Stranglethorn veil bugs. Animals. But in Skyrim. A lot more simple here. All you get to do goofy stuff, games that you can't do in real life. Certain things you just probably shouldn't do. Like running people over in cars, crap like that. Or the GTA. You know, I just found out how many games back in the day were getting banned because people thought that it was making people violent. I just found out earlier today that Korea had banned FPS games and scary movies for mad amounts of time. Dang. Not that simple. I grew up playing GTA, man. Not once have I ever attempted to pull a weapon on somebody. I've had weapons for my protection, but never to just pull on somebody. Okay. I own 2 guns, and not a single time have I pulled any one of them. Anybody. Dude, half the dang time they stay locked up. I might pull them out to clean them every now and then. Most of the dang time they stay clean. Okay? I'm trying to get my hands on AK. You know what I'm gonna use that AK for? Just to look pretty. Because chances of being robbed where I'm at is pretty fucking slim because everybody got a fucking gun. So it's like, okay, well, you can't rob that guy, can't rob that guy, can't rob that guy, can't rob that lady, can't rob that lady, can't rob those two. Everybody got guns. What I'm saying. So mine's really just because they're old school and I love old school weapons. My beautiful 1911. Okay, but like actually pulling weapons on somebody, never. Well, you know what? That's not true. One time there was an older white guy. He would not stop following me and my little brother. This was when I was in middle school. He was following me and my little brother. So I had made I made some shanks at home because he wouldn't stop following us. So then that day he was following us, I looked back, saw him, handed my brother one of the little shanks, and he immediately backed off. And we found out it was because my little brother had said something to his daughter. And then my little brother was like, well, maybe your daughter should keep her hands to herself and people wouldn't have to say stuff about her. I had this dumbfounded look. He was like, well, this and this and that. And then that's when my mom and dad got involved, and that ended pretty quickly. Okay. All he did was say something to his daughter that put his hands, or her hands, on him. You know, at that time, they like fucking 8 years old and crap. It was like, you know, at least he said something, not actually swung. Like, you following 2 kids around as an older person. That's not a good look, sir. Not a good look. I'm like fucking 12, 13 years old. Brother's like 8 or 9, if I'm remembering correctly. Like, you are a grown man following children around. That's not a good look. You know, say something next time. Be like, hey man, or hey guys, you know, this and that. Daughter, please, you know, I told her to leave you alone. You know, so that we don't have any more altercations. No, he decided for like 3 days straight he's just gonna follow us. Not say a single fucking word. He's just gonna follow us around. That was the only time I ever had to pull a weapon. So, and I didn't even really pull it. I just kind of handed my brother one because I made 2. Because it was mainly just us 2 that he kept following. Okay, you're strange. I don't know who you are. I didn't know about any of that. Because we didn't go to the same school, of course. I'm in middle school, he's elementary. So, like, I don't know why this old fool is following us around, but I don't like it, not one bit. So for obvious reasons, you know, I had me a little thing. They were pretty whack made though. Honey. They were pretty whack. Would they have worked? For like 2 hits. Before they most likely would have ultimately failed. You know, attempting to defend yourself is a whole lot better than doing nothing. So I felt it was the best idea. Well, I did make I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of a shank maker. I was one of those kids who was like semi-interested, but not willing to do anything, of course. Like, yo, these shanks these fools be making look crazy, so I would try to remake them. I never actually used any of them. So, like, I've played many violent games. The boy was playing Quake 3s, GTA 5, I said GTA 5, the fuck, apparently I'm in the future. Or I've been lying to y'all and I'm not as old as I said I was. The fuck, I was playing GTA, I was playing Warcraft, I was playing all the fucking old games you can think of that were considered violent, and guess what, I am not even remotely a violent person. That's necessary. You know what I'm saying? That crap be killing me with people that, oh, these violent games are making our kids violent. Nah. If anything, is holding your kids back because a lot of people play too many games, don't realize that they probably don't even actually like games as much as they think they do. They're playing them because they ain't got nothing better to do. What I did. How I feel that I've wasted a lot of time throughout my life playing video games thinking that I actually enjoyed them, not realizing that pretty much 70% of the time when I hop on a game, it's to do pictures. Which means you ain't really enjoying the game, you're enjoying the sight of the game. Enjoying the sight of the game and enjoying the game, much different thing. Now, old games like this, that's a full 10. Old games like this, you know, I will always have some enjoyment in them and whatnot, but you know, to make it a career, probably. But look here, my good peoples, that's a full 10 right there. So now we got to switch back over to the other character because I need to take pictures of whatever that area was. The problem is those dang glitched out flowers be there. So, well, the problem still persists. However, I ain't done doing Skyrim photos. You just won't be able to see them here, okay? As you can see, we have a real fancy set of gear for the character, alright? Real saucy set of gear. You won't be able to see this here. We're gonna have to go ahead and check out PvNerd. For the stuff that's just a little too much for Instagram, but never too much now. Don't go over there expecting madness. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, show to people join Legendary Clan Sports Channel, become legendary. I do all things photography, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. Consider becoming a member. You know, got a couple of perks there if you want to go ahead and check that out. Check out the gaming channel. I do a lot of games over there. Music channel, got a lot of music over there. With that being said, though, I'm gonna get up on out of here. I need to get her an elven sword because I just realized she ain't got one. You know, she wields hammers, but the sword will look a lot more fancy than a hammer. I'm out.